Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news there was for the week May 15th to May 21st, 2009. In movie news, IMDb.com posted a teaser trailer for the upcoming Warner Animation release Superman Batman Public Enemies. However, Warner Brothers jumped in and had it removed because supposedly it wasn't yet ready for release, and a proper completed trailer will be available soon. Mark McClure, best known for playing Jimmy Olsen in all four Christopher Reeve Superman movies and Supergirl the movie, will be a special guest at Collectormania 15. Collectormania 15 will once again be held in Milton Keynes, England, starting Friday, June 5th to Sunday, June 7th. In TV news, Peter McDermott has updated our Smallville episode guide with his summary of the Season 8 finale, Doomsday, while Neal Bailey and Douglas Trumbull have written their reviews for this same episode, with Doug giving it a disappointed 2 out of 5, while Neal only gave it a 1 out of 5. We're guessing that Season 9 will begin sometime around September. However, Smallville will move to a Friday night 8 PM time slot in the US, with the CW announcing the change to make way for the new drama Vampire Diaries. EW's Michael Osiello interviewed Aaron Ashmore to ask him how he felt about the Season 8 finale of Smallville, while TV Guide magazine interviewed Sam Witwer about the Doomsday episode and the ramifications for his character. For those who missed it or couldn't read it on screen, Barry Fryman transcribed the letter Clark wrote to the citizens of Metropolis during the Smallville Season 8 finale. You can read it online at the Superman homepage website. Noel Neill will be appearing as a special guest at the Gotham Super Collector Show on Saturday, May 30th. The convention is being held at the Holiday Inn in New York City between 10 AM and 6 PM. Come by to say thanks and to wish Noel well on her last show in the East Coast area. Artist Gary Frank spoke about Superman's secret origin at the Bristol Comic Expo last weekend and delved into the reason behind the miniseries. You can read the complete report at comicbookresources.com. Writer Sterling Gates and artist Jamal Igle sat down with Newsarama's Word Balloon podcast to talk about Supergirl and the Who is Superwoman story arc. Listen to the complete MP3 podcast at newsarama.com. Jamal Igle also spoke with supermanlives.net, where he spoke about his work on Supergirl, his career to date and what's to come in the future. In part 3 of their 3-part interview with writer James Robinson, comicbookresources.com asked about Robinson's work on Justice League Cry for Justice, a 6-issue miniseries set for release beginning July 1st. He said, "I'm glad that it's ultimately a 6-issue miniseries because I think it makes it more special and unique." Now that it's all over, writer Landry Q. Walker and artist Eric Jones spoke with Superman homepage about their 6-issue miniseries Supergirl Cosmic Adventures in the 8th Grade. Come by the site now to check out the interview. Newsarama.com caught up with writers James Robinson and Greg Rucka to ask them about the upcoming Codename Patriot story crossing over all the Superman comics in August. Codename Patriot begins with a cliffhanger in World of New Krypton number 5, officially kicking off in World of New Krypton number 6, and then moving to Action Comics number 880, Supergirl number 44, and concluding in Superman 691. DC Comics released their August 2009 solicitations this week. We highlighted for you all the Superman-related comics and products soon to be released. Of note was the previously mentioned Codename Patriot Superman comics and the first issue of Adventure Comics number 1. The DC Universe The Source blog gave us an advanced look at the cover for issue number 52 of Trinity. The special cover by Mark Bagley and inker John Dell will be a gatefold cover that opens to 3 panels. DC Comics artist Art Thibert and our own Neal Bailey will be hosting a Superman panel at the Spokane Comic Con on May 30th. The Spokane Comic Con will be held at the Spokane Falls Community College in Spokane, Washington. The 12 noon Superman panel will be held in the Senate Chambers. IGN.com compiled their own list of the top 100 comic book villains of all time, with a number of Superman villains making the list. Topping the Superman villains was Lex Luthor at number 4, beating Luthor were Dr. Doom at 3, the Joker at 2, and taking top spot was Magneto. Superman comic books we reviewed this week included Action Comics 877, which was reviewed by Adam DeChannel, who rated it a 3 out of 5, saying, "I like the stories that continue to push the series forward, but it's beginning to get tiresome." Adam also reviewed Super Friends number 15, saying, "Wait, didn't we just do a birthday issue?" And he gave it a 2 out of 5. Trinity number 50 was reviewed by Jeffrey, Barry and Neil, with Jeffrey giving it a 0 score while Barry and Neil gave it a 1 out of 5. while James Lance looked back to August 1971 to review Superman 241, which featured the Shape of Fear story, which he rated a 5 out of 5. Superman comics shipping this week from May 20th include Supergirl number 41, Superman Batman number 60, Tiny Titans number 16, Trinity number 51, Superman Ending Battle trade paperback, and Tiny Titans Volume 2 Adventures in Awesomeness trade paperback. In other news, DC Direct will be releasing a new line of DC character figures in 2010 called Blamoids. Blamoids are a new wave of boldly designed toys that bounce and boom. While Superman isn't in the first wave of Blamoids being released in January, he and Lex Luthor are planned for future releases. Speaking of DC Direct, they'll also be releasing a series of DC Dynamics statues in 2010. Created to capture the character's interaction with the surrounding environment, each figure sports not only its respective iconic hero, but some elements of their abilities. Superman is depicted flying, with the base of the statue being painted and moulded to demonstrate his blazing speed. No release date for the Superman statue has been announced yet. Sculptor Tim Bruckner contacted the Superman homepage with more details and images of the upcoming DC Dynamics Superman statue from DC Direct. The first episode of the new Superman homepage podcast From Crisis to Crisis is now available to listen to. This podcast is a 5-year mission to seek out old comics and old storylines and to boldly cover the Superman comics published between Man of Steel number 1 in 1986 to Adventures of Superman in 2006, and is hosted by Neal Bailey and Jeffrey Taylor. Toyota Japan unveiled the second of their new Prius TV commercials, once again starring Matthew Bomer as Clark Kent's Superman. In this second installment, Perry White yells at Clark to get him a scoop on the new Prius, so the mild-mannered reporter runs out and gets a close-up look at the car. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing story arcs from the 1940 Superman radio series. This week he looks at the Headless Indian saga, in which Clark and friends are confronted by the vision of a glowing headless Indian riding on a flying horse. That's all the Superman-related news there was for the week, May 15th to May 21st. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Bailey Planet. Today I want to talk about Connor. That's right, he's back. What do you think? I'm pretty interested, actually. I'm getting tired of the revolving death door in comics, but it's kind of funny that the guy who just brought Connor back is now going to make a statement given Blackest Night. I have a little bit of faith that things are going to be addressed in that regard, because this is a guy who's all about character. I get tired sometimes reading the internet commentary, because you try and find the motivations of why they do a given thing or why they don't do a given thing. It seems like it's near impossible to find any insights. And you read that, oh yes, killing Connor was Dan DiDio's idea. You know, Dan DiDio, the eternal scapegoat. Or killing him was Jeff's idea. And then later it comes out in interviews, no, Jeff didn't want to kill him. He was just forced to kill him. He really wanted to kill Superman forever and for good. No. You know, like, there's a million different things you can read on the internet that are all crap. Which is just frustrating, because I'm a purveyor of internet crap, and I want my internet crap to be good. And it's tough because you have no reliable news sources. All you have is scuttlebutt. But at any rate, now, officially, Connor is back. And so a commentary and a framework can be arranged around that. He was brought back with kind of a weird Legion device. I don't know if I necessarily buy it, because I don't know why Connor would be necessary to save the future, given that we have Supergirl and Power Girl and other people that can fill that role who are female. You know what I'm saying there? It's like a little hole to put it in there. And but hey, if people want Connor back, that's all the better too. I like Connor too, so I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Bailey Planet is sponsored by Gibbo.